Okay, YouTube family, MEMO600 responds about them trench news. MEMO600 let the world know he is not OTF, but I'm going to get clarification. Look, we do a disclaimer over here. Every news we present, I make sure I present it in a non-biased way so y'all can be the ones to decide if it's fake, if it's real, so it gives the artist a chance to not be played with like they're a court jester or some type of clown type games. You feel what I'm saying? I'm one of them dudes from the same type of neighborhoods like the artist, so I try to be fair and understand where they coming from. So we're gonna explain this the right way, and before we get in tune with it and start it, I need y'all to smash that like button. You hear me? Start this video the right way by liking, sharing, and subscribing to I Smoke Hip Hop Live. I'm your DJ Bless One. I am truly blessed, yes, but I need y'all to be blessed with me. Rock out and understand it's one movement, one team, one fight. Now let's start this show the right way with that Duck intro. FBG shit.
Like it's flex shit a hobby. Yeah, dropping in the house for then it's on my ankle. Look, they said I'm broke without a dollar. Yeah, she just make us Billy ain't let the dirty bitch hang with her. I be flexing like it's flex shit a hobby. Like it's flex shit a hobby.
So we're watching, and what we're seeing is a lot of responses, a lot of back and forths. So let's start it with the first one before I present the other receipts. Now, MEMO600 posted, Memo, basically he said, I'm not OTF. So a lot of people ran wild with this. It's beef. It's beef. People been trying to pin Durk and Memo against each other for the last, I don't know how much years, probably 7 to 8 years now, if anybody real enough and you know what's been going on out here in this movement that took a wave in 2011 and 12. Now, fast forward here, rest in peace to Lil Steve, by the way. When Memo writes this, I heard a conversation with him and Whack 100. I think I know what it means. He might not be with the music group OTF. He might still represent as far as the friendship, the homies, Durk himself and all the guys, but the music brand itself, he's taking his business independently, meaning that I am not OTF. But let's look at a long history of things to see if that's the case. Now, MEMO600 posted this here, as you can see. MEMO600 speaked on some people can't go back to where they're claiming. Now I want you guys to read it instead of me reading it for you, because I want y'all to not say I did anything. You can read what Memo wrote on this, and people took it and flipped it in all type of ways, and that's what made people understanding and thinking that the OTF beef with MEMO600 was getting out of hand and getting out of control. So they spin that one as well, and they ran rampant with it, bro. When I mean run rap, I'm talking about Usain Bolt Olympic fast with it. You know what I mean? They didn't even give it fair and a chance to breathe. Now there's been more. Now people been using these tweets and text, I mean IGs. Y'all be the ones that say if it's real or not, Photoshop or not. I only can go back in time and be a journalist and take real information and present it. As far as the information, now to substantiate it, y'all gotta be the ones. Now there was an old one showing here. You see people talking about back and forth between OTF 600 and Memo. I wanted y'all to read that again. They threw everything on Durk name and other guys and blamed that to be the case. So it caused a lot of mixed feelings too amongst the team, allegedly. And I have to say allegedly because you never seen one of the members come out publicly and do certain things except for Zoo. Zoo, free that man, by the way. I think he's free now. Y'all let me know if he's still locked up. But I know Zoo came out with that video talking about they had Memo chain. I'm gonna say allegedly again. We are in Fed seasons, ladies and gentlemen. Free that man Casanova 2 times, by the way. But fast forward, free Slime right quick, the whole entire YSL and YFN Lucci as well too. But we know MEMO600 situation is because people think he's a goofy. Not me. I know the truth about Memo behind the scenes. People be telling me, but fans like running with things. Supporters don't know how to just support. They run with a lot of he say, she say. So people ran with this one, I remembered, and it was how he gang. They took his chain. They basically took a Durkio, you know, Twitter or IG, I don't know which of the two it is, if it's from IG or Twitter, and they posted it and they said he got kicked out. Now the extra pictures and all that is what I added, but the Durkio, you know, signature itself is what they presented. Now there's sometimes no way of telling if it's the truth or not. So I like to go back in time to match it, but they delete a lot of stuff. It seems true to me, but what's behold to the eye could be a false illusion. But they used this years ago when Memo Chain the first time got taken, and they said this is how it happened. This was years ago when I think I forgot how to say the guy's name, TFN, and I think I'm messing this, so I think it was Nez, when Nez claimed that he stole it, but we found out it was MEMO600 cousin who stole the chain. But let's fast forward a little bit more. Now Durkio and Memo friendship has been seen. Durkio tried to give him an alley-oop. As you can see, it wasn't just King Von, it was MEMO600, because he's entertaining, he's charismatic, he can dance. So these are all the things that mix the formula to make a good rapper, but it's the other things that come at hand that kind of hurt his brand, which keeps the record companies away. Now let's fast forward a little bit more. Now we know MEMO600, they said he made Durkio made a tweet about him. Now the tweet, as you can see here, y'all, this one is not a Photoshop one, and maybe it is, but the reason why it looks like that, I copied it from a different channel, and that channel, the video was transparent, meaning it was like, you know, when you make it kind of see-through. So I copied it to the best of my abilities. Now the voice, it says, I hate when the ones you love down talk you to look good for a couple of tweets and couple of likes. Get you some money, little one. Now I can't say to be exact if that was aimed towards MEMO600. I can't even say if it was truthful or not, other than we gotta be fair and say not everything is fake. We can't just run the guns and say that. You know what I mean? And Durkio could have been aiming that towards somebody else or anybody. When I read something like that, I read it as it could be towards families, ex-friends, ops, anybody, when you see the way he worded it. Now let's go a little bit more and further in this. Now MEMO600 says there's no beef with me and Durk. This what he said a while back in the start of the year. He snapped at everybody and said, y'all be chasing it. That post not about folks. Basically trying to say the bloggers and everybody be chasing content so bad that what I just wrote was not about Lil Durk. Why are y'all writing all this BS? It's not about Durkio. And years ago too, he wrote another one years back, how everything be fake and how these people be trying to, you know, instigate beef between him and OTF and Durk. He said everything I post is not about Durk. Stop biting on my brother. Ain't no beef with folks. That's my brother. And I did, shout out to Rap Catcher, by the way, I did see Memo writing that countless times. Durkio is his brother, but yet bloggers will still take that, twist and turn it and say otherwise. Now Durk responded to fake posts about him and Chief Keef, shout out to Rap Catcher, that can also show you how even Durk is tired of people lying on their names and putting them in fake beef, like the one they try to do with him and Chief Keef. He said that's a fake post between me and Chief Keef. Stop hating on us. Let us keep the good vibes. I felt that. I really truly did, because it's like you're trying to be peaceful and people are finding things and niches and glitches to say this is what it is when it's not, man. The fact that Memo survived that car accident, it speaks volume. It's at a time where you're thinking more boss-like, more I gotta make a way for the family. You know what I mean? It's rest in peace to Lil Steve with him, but he know he gotta make a move for the guys that are still in the trenches. So I think when he says I'm not OTF, he just really means I'm independent now. I stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not gonna let a rapper with a name be the one that influenced my movement. And that rapper is my brother. He's my friend. I got love for him, and I understand that overwhelmingly, man. Shout out to MEMO600. You do not need to explain that furthermore over here. We truly do understand that. See, in life, it goes fast, man. I'm talking about that thing goes so fast and it can twist and turn. Now, what people also took in that twist and turns was this right here, when they said MEMO600, basically him and 600 Breezy was hating. Now people couldn't even come up with the truth of it, but I will show you some of that now.
I can really go back on my block. I can really go back on my block and get into it with the killers. I make sure the killers breathing good, they eating. You hungry, little folks? Not no noodles. You want caviar steak on listed. Not no noodles, not no flaming hots. I make sure the killer's real food. Like, I do this shit, Steve, and I stay active. Just cause y'all, let's see.
Make sure they good and breathing.
Now that was what was used also for people to keep saying that the beef was real, the beef is there, and I kept trying to claim to people it ain't what y'all thinking. But look, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about everything. I like to be transparent with what I show to y'all, so y'all can know ain't no extras being added, man. It's just real journalism, real entertainment, real content. Everything is content over here. As long as you got that good talk game and you could do it the right way, everybody gonna respect it. You hear me? Look, man, I want to tell y'all thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and definitely stay blessed. You hear me, man? It's truly a great day to be alive and to breathe. Quit complaining all day, man. Let's do one thing and drop that Duck intro. FBG shit.